Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. Got another awesome game for you here today. Probably not going to be as awesome as the 3 games we had on the 3 previous days. Gee, I can't even remember who they were against, but there was a couple of epic games. Grubby and Kaz, that's who it was, PvT. And those guys went completely ballistic. 3 epic games in a row. I'm very, very proud that I got all of them out. And I'm very happy that they're all done because, man, that was an insane amount of casting. So, probably going to be taking it easy for a little bit longer. Still casting epic games, but that was a lot. So, yeah, you can expect a bit more of the 10-15 minute long games for the next few days. Anyway, let's start introducing the players. So, up the top left side, it is Mr. Pet. He is 18 years of age, from South Korea, plays for StarTale. I thought for a sec it was like Petraeus again, our old friend from the Hairy Bash tournaments, who's won every single one so far. We'll see if he wins number 4. It's number 4. I'm planning on doing it 16th of August, which is about 2 weeks from now. Just over 2 weeks from now. So, well, under, because the video is going to be a few days before it's up. But anyway, week and a half when the video is uploaded. But yeah, we'll see if he wins that again, because he has won the previous 3. And it is not Petraeus though, it is Pet. And his opponent up the top right side of the map, it is Mr. Sora. And he is 20 years of age, from South Korea as well. Plays for CJ Entus. And both of these players from GSL Season 1. I think it was the Korean as League or something like that, like Code S. I think it was the Code S round of 32 or something like that. So anyway, good stuff. And yes, we've got a bunch of fastlings coming out for a bit of a scout onto Sora's base. He should have this nice and taken care of. The mothership core is out, the zealot is out. And man, I should have had a drink before I started casting this, but I got a water filter and it takes like 10 minutes to actually fill up 1 glass because it's just so slow. I used to put it in a jug, but it takes like half an hour to fill up the jug, so I'm just like, screw that. Yeah, in case you guys haven't realized by now, I'm a very lazy guy by nature. I don't usually do stuff unless I absolutely have to. It's not a very good thing, but I'm trying to work on it. And I tell you what, Daily Masters has been kicking me in the ass. Getting a video out every day, half the time just like, bleh. But I'm still very proud to say that I have not missed a single game in these 7 or 8 months since I started Daily Masters. So very happy about that. But yes, when it comes to most other things, it's just meh, whatever. So here we go, Link Speed coming out, and oh man, Pet going in. The Stalker is sort of hiding there, but he's not going to help. He is going to go down, cancels this. The pylon's going to go down, and I don't think this Nexus is going to survive. Might be able to move some forces out, but that Overlord is keeping track of them. Pet chooses not to attack the base, but it was getting cancelled anyway, so that's fine. Going to go in, attack this, but there is enough for a force field here. So there we go, just saves the Zealot at the last second. No way they were going to be able to get the Cyber Core down in time. They would have lost tons of Lings. But for now, Pet going for a very, very large amount of Lings on top of the expansion at the gold, and he's been able to do all of that because he completely ignored this expansion over there. But we expect him to be getting one of those pretty soon. But he does have 1 expansion, and there is no chance in hell that Sora is going to be able to take this out anytime soon. He's mining so much off the gold. He's building so many workers. He is in an extremely good position at this point of the game. And in a couple of minutes, he can slip out of 3rd base there and try and make sure that Sora doesn't get this. Here we go. Sora's pushing out with a heavy, heavy bunch there. Pet trying to move in, gets 2 Lings past the gate. The rest of them do go down. Sora needs to get something here ASAP. The force fields are holding for now, but Pet can just come in whenever he wants, start busting this down. Actually going for roaches at this point, so that's going to be a very, very nice play. Getting the gas up. He's got double gas here and double gas here, which tells me he's going for something heavy, something lair tech worthy. Probably, I don't know, maybe Hydras? Hydras, Infestors, maybe even Mutiling, with the roaches just as a sort of, yeah, just why the hell not. But yeah, because you are very, very vulnerable when you're going for Mutiling, because the Lings aren't all that good after a certain point in time, and the mutas take so long to get out, and they're only really good in large numbers. So if a bunch of stalkers starts coming out and there's enough of them to wipe out your existing link numbers, then you are suddenly in a lot of trouble. This guy really going for nuts. He's soaking up a lot of damage. Oh, Pet. He was running the drone out of there, but he stopped for some reason, and he did end up getting whacked. So not very nice there. But getting the third base out, as he should. And Sora getting his own third base. It's all the way up. He's producing the links like a crazy bastard. He is doing a pretty good job. Pet still way ahead. 47 over 37, which is phenomenal. But yeah, really great stuff. The Ling's hoping to do something here, but that's just way too many sentries. They want to get around and sort of get into the expansion. I think that's what their play is. Here he goes. He's going to have another go, but Sora is just like, yeah, I know what you're trying to do, man. You're not going to get away with it. But then again, Sora can't keep mucking around in this area. There he goes. He sees her. No. Is he going to go around? He has to sort of worry about this army, because I don't know if he's got enough at the other side to really deal with it. I don't think he does. Maybe these guys are just trying to keep Sora from moving out, buy himself time to get some more roaches and hydras. So there are hydras on the way, but he definitely needs to buy himself time for his roaches and hydras to get out on the map. It's exactly what he's doing. We don't have blink, so he doesn't have to worry about those guys blinking up the top. The Ling's doing a great job at sort of forcing these guys back a little bit, and now the roaches and the hydras are coming out in massive amounts. Meanwhile, Sora pushing out his worker numbers though, just about to reach 50, which is more than Pet currently has. So Pet may be overcommitting to this force right here, and I thought that Pet was trying to play Sora, but maybe Sora is trying to play Pet, moving out with a decent but not really that stupidly awesome group to sort of push Pet to build a lot of roaches and hydras very quickly. Meanwhile, Sora goes for a massive amount of workers, and he's now 4 ahead. And the end result is that Pet now has a massive army, 68 over 42, and he's going to have to make something happen with this army. And if he cannot, then Sora takes the advantage. We've got these guys moving in, force fields all over the place, but the Hydra is still in range, still doing a very decent job. The Nexus is being overcharged, and that's going to force Pet back a little bit, but he's going to try and do something here. He's falling back, but I do not see how he can possibly fall back for good. He's going to sit there. He is going to just sort of wait and maybe try something again. But he has pushed Sora back, and he did just build 9 workers, so maybe he's not in as bad a position as I thought he might be. He's pushed out the lead again with the worker numbers. Not quite 10 ahead, but he can get there very soon. And yeah, he's doing a very nice job. So let's have a look at the upgrades. We've got 1 here. We got 1 there. Armor is not come out for anybody so far. Blink is almost there though, and we do have level 2 weapons coming out. So both players approximately equal on the upgrade path. Army wise, Pet is still at 20 ahead. Still feasting off that massive amount of roaches and hydras that he built before, and whether he comes out and makes use of those, I'm not sure. Looks like he's going for Aspire as well, maybe Corruptor support, maybe Mutaling. He is building a ton of Mutalings at the moment, but then again he is getting Hydralisk upgrades, so my guess is going to be Roach, Hydra, Corruptor coming out from Mr. Pet as a very good combination. The only thing that could really screw with Roach Hydra is Colossus and potentially High Templar, but Colossus is definitely a bigger threat, and the Corruptors just do so well against the Colossus. So there we go, instantly 6 Corruptors coming out very soon. A DT coming in, and Pet, oh man, please tell me he's got 1 Overseer. It's hiking its way back ASAP. Oh man, that Overseer, you need to be going a bit faster. There we go, sees the DT. There's a Warp Prism over there. There's a DT run underneath there. And meanwhile, Sora moving out. He's got 1 Colossus. He's going to be hitting the high ground, killing a bunch of workers here. The DT coming in as well. Pet has to go all the way around, but he is going to be able to flank these guys. And the Mothership Core warp out is going to be how this game ends. He's got to kill the hatchery. He's going to buy himself time to kill the workers. These force fields are going to result in about 10 or 15 dead workers right here. That is crazy. They need to start microing on the workers right now. And finally, oh snap! Snap, crackle and pop. Pet just took out the Mothership Core with the Corruptors, and suddenly Pet, if he gets into the position, he can start wiping out this form. I definitely think he's got the numbers to wipe these guys out with Roach Hydra. He's falling back. He's worried about this 1 DT right there, but he's like, you know what? There he goes, takes it out. Sora sees a chance to run. He's sort of taken it, but he's very non-committal as to either place. He's deciding to hide up on the third base location. He's got the high ground, but he's got no Colossus, a single Immortal. And I think that Pet can definitely just go in there and start wiping him out. He's, I don't know what he can possibly do here. Has he rebuilt a Mothership core? The answer is no. He's not even building one at the moment. So, yeah, these guys are kind of a little bit screwed. I mean, the only reason why Pet isn't going up at the moment is because he knows that he's just going to get force field and he's going to get a whole lot of units dead. But there we go. They're almost fully down the ramp. They're just doing a bit of harassment or something. But there we go. The Ling's coming in and almost going to be attacking that stuff, but not quite. Sora somehow managing to hold on to this high ground. And I'm not sure how long Pet is going to let this last, but I can't imagine that he's going to let it last for... Oh, Pet, what are you doing, you crazy bastard? He just lost like 2 or 3 Corruptors for no reason. Stop messing around. Stop dancing around your forces, okay? I thought maybe you were leaving them alone, but for now, I mean, you cannot leave them there after you just lost that many Corruptors. It's just a silly mistake. And you cannot move out across the map and attack the opponent while you've got these guys on your back flank. It's just absolutely horrendous. He has to move up and he has to take them out. I mean, force fields, no force fields. He's got to do something here. And... maybe get Roach burrow so he can burrow under the force fields. There's no detection over here, so it's not a bad idea. Here we go. He's splitting up his forces, leaving a bunch down there, moving the rest out. Sora, I mean, Sora has had so much time to re-macro. He's got another army moving out here with 3 Colossus, and Sora finally moving out to join up with the main army. Meanwhile, we've got a nice attack over here. These Stalkers aren't going to be able to do too much, but the main army is almost there. Not going to be enough time to take out this next. He's going to have to fall back. He's sending the rest over. Might be able to flank the flankers over here. Hit the reinforcements. He has got a bunch of Lings in here taking out workers. But these Colossus are the central point of Sora's army. And Pet can do whatever he wants as long as he stays away from those bad boys. And the Corruptor number's not really up there anymore. Enough to really take those guys there. He's only got 6. And really does need a few more than 6. Especially considering that more Colossus are coming out on the map. But he is building a ton more workers. And you got to remember that all this time, Pet has been running off 2 bases and Sora has been running off 3. So that is why Sora has just boomed out here so badly in this game. And Pet is not looking all that good. He's 30 supply behind, 8 workers behind. And it's just not healthy to only be running on 2 bases as a Zerg. Especially at the 20-minute mark. I really think he is in trouble right here. Look at this perfect triangle of Overlords. How the hell do you make a triangle this perfect? That's just absolutely... look at how they move in formation. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But here we go. The army moving out. 4 Colossus and a crap ton of Stalkers. Even Mass Ling would have a lot of problems dealing with this because of the Colossus in the middle. So he's really got to just... I don't know, man. I mean, it's just too many Stalkers. What is the deal to take this out? I mean, Mass Hydra Ling would do a really good... Hydra Ling Corruptor is a really good idea here. Roaches, not too much. But Mass Ling Hydra Corruptor, I gotta say, that was whittle away the Stalkers fast enough. And the Corruptors have got to be in there nice and fast. If you get the Link surrounding all these guys, it's very hard for them to blink all over the place to get in range of the Corruptors. Corruptors don't have a huge range though, so it's always difficult, especially with Stalkers on the map, to actually get in range of the Colossus. Almost certainly, you're going to have to get some sort of flanky arrangement. If you go straight in, like Pet is doing right now, you will lose so many Corruptors. And here we go, the Stalkers getting in there. They need to focus down the Corruptors a bit more. They're not really focusing on the Corruptors, they're focusing on the ground units. But Sora has so many units, I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference. The ground units are pretty much all done. The Corruptors have gone down, but all the ground units have been lost. And Pet is going to give the GG there. So very nice play from him. And yeah, that has been your game. So great play from Mr. Sora, taking this game out beautifully, just getting the macro ahead. And I mean, he took out the 3rd base here, the gold base. Very nice play. Pet did shut him down up here, which, you know, I couldn't sort of understand because there's force fields and stuff. But it took him ages to get a 3rd base down here, and his economy just really sort of flagged behind. And he just never had as much as Sora after that point. And just the Mass Stalker Colossus, you really have to be prepared to just throw a massive amount of units at an army like that. Like, Stalker Colossus just throw a massive amount of units, like Ling after Ling after Ling after Ling after Ling, tons of Hydras, fair amount of corruptors and just throw them. Completely throw them. Maybe get an infester, start laying down some fungals just to keep them in place, just to stop them from moving around too much, and see how it goes. But I mean, Roach Hydra, yeah, not too much. Not unless you've got an amazing amount of corruptors and the Colossus just die in like 2 seconds. That's the only way you could possibly make it happen. But Pet just didn't have the macro to really do any of that stuff, and so he ended up losing. So there we go. Congrats to Sora for a very well played game, and thank you very much for watching this game. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This has been Hairy Muppet.